After Thorpe Park added the Swarm in 2012, every fan waited to see what their next roller coaster addition would be, and the answer would come in 2024. 12 years later, they would open HYPERIA, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, a hypercoaster built by German manufacturer Mach Rides that would absolutely dominate the park skyline and put Thorpe Park on the map to everybody. Just as a brief overview, Thorpe Park touts this as one of their most expensive investments to date. The coaster features a top height of 236 feet, absolutely commanding England's height record. HYPERIA also features a top speed of 80 miles an hour, making it tied for the fastest coaster in the country, along with Stealth on the other side of the park. The ride is also 3,265 feet long, meaning the coaster isn't the longest, but what it does in that layout is, to be honest, pretty fantastic. Now, I have seen a ton of people online be confused about this coaster's name and theme. However, from what I can gather on the park's website, HYPERIA is the daughter of an ancient river god who became imprisoned on an island due to her fear of water. From that, she crafted a set of steel wings that enabled her to conquer her fear of water and escape. You can see these wings all over the rides area and even on some of the merchandise that they sell for HYPERIA. The coaster doesn't have a ton of theming throughout the queue line and station, however everything is really stylized, looking super nice, and all directed in the color scheme of the coaster, and the coaster station looks super nice and modern as well. Now, in terms of your experience riding HYPERIA, the coaster is located left of the park's main entrance past Saw the Ride and the Ghost Train. As far as I know, the coaster always seems to open after the park. In my experience, it opened at 12 when the park opened at 10, and after it does open, inevitably it will have a crazy long line. I was there on a Monday, and the coaster amassed over a 3-hour line at one point. Now, once you've made your way through that painfully long line, you'll make your way up to the station where you'll get assigned a row, and then you'll sit in your super comfortable trains. You only have one restraint. It's an over-the-head lap bar, which, as I mentioned, is super comfortable and allows for a lot of airtime room. Now, once you dispatch the station, you take a slow right-handed turn out of the station before you enter the lift hill. Once you make it to the top, you immediately get thrown into the first drop, one of my favorite drops in the world, combining crazy laterals with intense airtime to the entire train. After that, you fly through an Immelman, your first of 3 inversions, and the drop off of that provides some pretty solid airtime as well. Immediately after, you rise up in one of the weirder elements of the ride. What starts off as an intense outer bank dives into a barrel roll to the ground, and without skipping a beat, you get thrown up into your final inversion, a super elongated dive loop providing crazy hang time, and every rider falling into their restraint. As you pull out of that, you roar through a splashdown element before one final outer bank sends you up into an airtime hill right into the brake run. As I already mentioned, the coaster isn't super long. Every element that this coaster features hits, and it all comes together to be a super complete ride, throwing together airtime, inversions, and a ton of intensity into a coaster that Thorpe Park really needed. And in my opinion, this is England's best roller coaster, and quite possibly one of the best roller coasters in all of Europe. I know a lot of enthusiasts who haven't ridden this coaster complain about the layout. It's short, it has too many inversions, there's not enough airtime, yada yada, but I can tell you when you're on the coaster, it doesn't feel like an incomplete ride. As I've already said, every element hits, the airtime is super strong, the first drop is one of my favorite elements in the world, and it's definitely my favorite element on this coaster. All of the inversions provide a ton of whip and hang time, and the ride carries its pace throughout the entire experience, and hand in hand, I'd say, that's really all you can ask for. And the coaster is glass smooth, as you could have predicted from a brand new ride. And even though I only got one ride in on HYPERIA in the very back row due to time constraints, I would definitely recommend getting numerous rides in on this coaster if you have the capabilities, because it's just that good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the brand new HYPERIA at Thorpe Park, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave it a like rating and subscribe for more content coming just like this every single week on Hangtime Thrills. I'll catch you guys next time.